No one believes that the Filipino-born Joleen Diaz is actually 46 years old. She was born on January 26, 1977. At 46, the woman looks the same age as her 19-year-old daughter. They are often mistaken for sisters. Is it really all about the clean Filipino air that allows girls to always look 19 years old? Hardly, because Jolene has been living in California for quite a long time, a sunny, but certainly not perfectly clean city. In her blog, Diaz reveals the secret of the success of her eternal beauty, as well as sharing funny stories from family life, and talks about habits that help her always be in shape. Watch this video to the end, and you will learn about all her secrets and tips. Friends, in order to stay healthy, beautiful, and active for a long time, it is important to take a comprehensive approach to this issue. But how to figure it all out and not get confused? Where to look for answers to your questions? You can learn all this useful information about health and longevity from the videos on our channel. So we recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so as not to miss new useful releases. Let's go further. Perhaps you have already thought that a woman lives by the ocean does nothing, has a rich husband, and therefore it is easy for her to live and take care of herself, since she has no worries and work. However, this is not the case. Many years ago, Jolene broke up with her husband, from whom she gave birth to a daughter and a son. Since then, she has been fully supporting herself and her children. She works as a primary school teacher at an ordinary local school. However, one day she created an Instagram account and subscribers saw how young she looked. After a while, popularity came and she began to earn extra money on her blog in her free time. Now more than 600,000 people have subscribed to her Instagram page. Despite this, the woman continues to work at the school. On her Instagram page, Jolene advertises cosmetics and clothes. According to the numerous photos on her page, it is not difficult to guess that Jolene is not indifferent to open clothes and shows her figure everywhere. While her photos with her daughter Melanie brought popularity. Before Melanie left for college, they spent time together all the time. Despite the obvious age difference, mom and daughter really look like sisters. Jolene says, "I don't think she objects. We have a very close relationship. We do a lot of things together, shopping, traveling, working out at the gym, and sometimes we even lie next to each other on the couch and chat." When Melanie was growing up, she regularly heard many people tell me that they thought she was my little sister. I was very young when I gave birth to her, so it's possible that we could be sisters. Despite her youthful appearance, Jolene doesn't think it's a good idea to go to clubs or parties with her daughter. The woman confesses, "Melanie and I have never visited clubs or gone to parties together, and I don't think we'll be going that anytime soon. I find other things to do when my daughter spends time this way. These days I prefer to stay at home, drink a cup of hot tea, and turn in a good movie." Many people wonder how a woman manages to look like a college student at the age of 46. Jolene has a few simple rules that she has strictly adhered to for many years. Friends, before we move on to these rules, we ask you to like and leave a comment under the video. This will help promote it, which will become motivation for even more people. So first of all, she eats in a balanced way. The basis of her diet is vegetable and dairy products. In general, her menu is vegetarian. She has been eating like this for more than 30 years. By the way, model Christie Brinkley, who is now 69 years old, has also been following a vegetarian menu since her youth. Let's assume that this is a coincidence. By the way, if you're wondering how this woman manages to look 30 at 69, then you can watch a separate video about her on our channel, where we talk about the tips and secrets of Christie Brinkley. You can find the video by clicking on the hint that appears or by following the link in the description. Jolene's second rule, which she strictly adheres to, is daily physical activity. She loves outdoor activities, swimming, and never misses workouts. A woman trains most often in the fresh air and in bad weather goes to the gym. If the training time falls during working hours, then Jolene does exercises right at work, of course during the break. If any unforeseen circumstances occur, then she does exercises at home. In her opinion, It is impossible to skip training in any case. The only exception is if you are ill. The third rule: she carefully cares for the skin. First of all, be sure to cleanse the skin in the morning and evening. Since the age of 12, Jolene has been applying vitamin C serum to her skin on a regular basis. And from the age of 20, she also began to apply retinoids, glycolic acid, and SPF creams. Since she lives in sunny California, she is forced to always use SPF cream even in cloudy weather. She also uses hydroquinone periodically for several months a year. This is a whitening cream that is used as means to combat skin pigmentation, freckles, and roughness. Jolene says, "Young and supple skin gives me a feeling of self-confidence even when I don't really look very good." The fourth rule: stay calm. Jolene is sure that not only physical activity and cosmetics are important for the preservation of youth, but also psychological health and a calm attitude to life. The woman says, "I am very pragmatic and try not to worry too much about the past and the future. This helps to maintain a stable psychological state and not succumb to stress." The fifth rule: get pets. Getting an animal is of course a big responsibility. In this regard, it doesn't matter what kind of pet we're talking about. A small hamster or a large Dalmatian, aquarium fish or parrot, any pet requires care and attention. However, these charming friends give us a lot of positive emotions, calmness, and happiness, which positively affects our psychological state. I have a golden retriever. I love him very much. He was always there for me in the most difficult moments, and even sometimes the emotional support of our pets is incomparable with human. Friends, before we continue, we would like to recommend you to watch our other videos with amazing people who defied old age. You will find a link to this playlist by clicking on the hint in the upper right corner or in the first pinned comment under this video. Let's go further. When Jolene was asked what advice she would give to people who suffer from low self-esteem, she replied, "I believe that beauty shines when you are confident in yourself. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. Everyone has their own special zest. Find something in yourself that you like, because there is something inside each of us that we can find, love, and thereby straighten our self-confidence." When asked what she likes most about herself, she replied, "The best thing for me is the ability to inspire people to start taking care of themselves, becoming healthier and happier." Friends, what do you think about this woman? Feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful, then like it and share it with your friends. We also recommend you to watch our previous videos. Thanks for watching.